Hi, welcome to the Mathemagic channel. Today we look at an IGCSE question from the paper of June 2022. This is for IGCSE at Excel. It's got surds, rationalizing denominators, powers of 2, and so on. So a good question to look into for a few skills. Let's jump right in. So where do we start? Well, the first thing to notice here is that on the left-hand side, we have root 2 minus 1 at the bottom. And we like to make sure that we don't have any more square roots at the bottom. So we need to rationalize the denominator because on the right-hand side, there are no square roots at the bottom. So we can use this formula here that says that a minus b, factor of a plus b, that is equal to a squared minus b squared. We call this the difference of two squares, and it allows us to get rid of square roots at the bottom. So we can start by doing this on the left hand side. We can say that we have 12 divided by the square root of 2 minus 1, and we multiply the top and the bottom by the square root of 2 plus 1. So what we're doing here is multiplying by the conjugate of root 2 minus 1, and in doing so we're creating the difference of two squares at the bottom, which is going to give us root 2 squared minus 1 squared, which will be nice to deal with. And then when we look at the square root of 2 to the power 5, we can actually split this as the square root of 2 to the power 4 times the square root of 2. That is because the square root of 2 to the power 5 means root 2 times root 2 times root 2 5 times. And if we have it an even number of times, we'll be able to get rid of the square root symbol, remembering that root 2 squared is just 2. So if we focus on what we're doing with the difference of two squares at the bottom here, we'll get 12 factor of root 2 plus 1, and that'll be divided by the square root of 2 squared minus 1 squared. And for our square root of 2 to the power 4, well, we're going to have square root of 2 squared, which is just 2. So this will be 2 squared times the square root of 2. So that's because the square root of 2 and a number squared cancel each other out. So we've used the single square term to cancel the square root of 2. Now, 12 times root 2 is 12 root 2. And 12 times 1 is just going to be 12. So that's nice and easy. And at the bottom, we're going to have square root of 2 squared minus 1 squared. And so the square root of 2 squared is 2. And then 1 squared is 1. So 2 minus 1 is just 1. And we don't have any denominator left because 2 minus 1 is 1. So that's nice and helpful. And then we have 2 squared, which is 4, so 4 root 2. Now, we can put the root 2's together. So we can say that it's 12 root 2 minus 4 root 2, and we can treat this just like we would treat a variable, like a or b or x, and say that that is 8 root 2 plus 12. Now, if we notice in the solution, that is not exactly what the solution is asking. It's asking for 2 root of 32 plus 12. So we're not quite there yet, but we're very close. And so if we continue our work over here, what we can do is we can change 8 root 2 into 2 times 4 times root 2 plus 12. And we can switch the 4 into a root of 16. We can say that this is 2 times the square root of 16 times the square root of 2 plus 12. And since 16 and 2 are under the square root, they can be multiplied together. And we get the result that we wanted, which is 2 times the square root of 32 plus 12. And so for this question, that is the answer that we wanted. And so we get the marks for IGCSE question 16, and we're happy, and we move on to the next one. Thank you so much for watching the Mathemagic channel. Remember to support us with a like, subscribe, share our videos. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.